let's talk about a different way of thinking when it comes to building digital products. We're going to move beyond this simple obsession with just shipping faster and look at something that's way more powerful and, actually built to last.
So just take a second and think about your own work. Is the product you're building truly made to last? Or is it really just built to launch? It's a huge question, and honestly, the answer tells you everything you need to know about the foundation you're standing on. And this leads us right into something called the delivery trap. It's this mindset that is just everywhere in the tech world, and believe me, it is the root cause of so many headaches down the line. I mean, you feel it, right? This constant pressure to just build faster, ship more features, hit those deadlines. It's become this cult of speed, where the only thing that seems to matter is how quickly you can get something out the door.
And this whole obsession with speed, it leads to a really surprising result. It's the real reason so many digital agencies, even the super talented ones, end up failing their clients.
But here's the twist. It's almost never because they lack the technical skills. The problem isn't in the code. It's a total failure of focus. They're trying to solve the wrong problem from the very beginning.
Okay, so look at this. You can see two totally opposite ways of thinking here. On one side, you have teams who are all about pure delivery, hitting launch dates, and just saying yes to every single request. But on the other side, the better approach, well, that's focused on real outcomes and long-term impact. And it all starts by asking that one simple, powerful question: why?
And when you make speed your number one priority, you will inevitably fall into some very common and very destructive patterns.
And yeah, these patterns are seriously destructive. Features just get bolted on without any real structure, creating this monster of a product. SEO just becomes a checklist item, not a deep system that actually gets results. And people try to push for growth way, way too early, before the product can even handle it. Every single time, a short-term win gets prioritized over the long-term health of the product.
So, the result of all these bad habits? It's painful and it's completely predictable. You get a product that might look okay on launch day, but it is absolutely destined to fail.
What you're left with is a fragile product. It's like a house of cards. Sure, it might be standing today, but it just won't last. It's not built for the future. It's built to break. And this brings us to the most important point of all. Clients don't actually need more features shipped faster. What they are desperate for is better judgment. That's the real key. And that's the core philosophy right there: decisions over delivery. It's all about changing your priorities. You stop asking, how fast can we build this? And you start asking, are we even building the right thing in the first place? We call this strategic judgment. It's all about the discipline of making the right choices before you even think about writing code. It's the difference between being an architect and just being a builder.
Because really, think about it. Every product is just the sum of the choices that were made. Deciding what to build is important, for sure. But deciding what not to build, or what to put off until later, that's often even more critical. And knowing what has to be rock solid from day one, well, that's everything.
So, okay, how do you actually do this? How do you put it into practice? Well, you need a blueprint, a clear set of principles that helps you make good judgments from the very start. And it's built on a few really core principles. First, you've got to prioritize a solid architecture over just making things look pretty. Then, it's about building real, robust systems instead of always taking those tempting shortcuts. You want to aim for sustainable growth, not just a quick hit of traffic. And the most important one, thinking always, always comes before building. And this translates into a really clear, actionable process. You start by asking those tough, strategic questions first. Then, based on those answers, you design a solid architecture. From there, you build systems that can actually scale. And only then, once that foundation is solid, do you focus on driving sustainable growth. All right, so what are these hard questions we're talking about? These are the questions that unlock everything. First one, and it's a big one. What is the one problem that really truly matters to your user? Not the 10 problems you think they have, but the one core thing that if you solve it, changes everything for them. Next up, what parts of this product absolutely have to be bulletproof before you can even think about scaling? This is all about identifying that foundation and making it unbreakable. And finally, which of the decisions you're making today are going to be super expensive or maybe even impossible to undo a year from now?
Answering this question forces you to really think about the long-term consequences of every little choice. When you get right down to it, it all comes back to this one idea. It's not about shipping faster, it's about deciding better. That's the whole game when it comes to building something great.
So, the next time you start a project, I want you to ask yourself this one simple question. Are you just building something fast, or are you building something that actually matters?